Time and time again, people make videos about the best way to get money in Skyblock, and 99% of the time, that method dies and the players are left mad and broke. Today, we will look at the absolute worst money-making method I can think of. We will look for not only the least amount of profit, but the most tedious, boring, and rage-inducing method in the entire game. If you like what you see, show me some support by drop-kicking that like button. 99% of people can't subscribe with their screen upside down. Can you? Ring the notification bell for extra magic find and pet luck. Check the description for all the goods and join my Discord because we have 1,500 people and it's a fun place to be. Thanks and enjoy the video. Let's start with something super basic. Farming wheat in the hub. We're going to do this for about a minute. I'll speed the footage up, but I have a timer going. We're going to farm the hub wheat for 1 minute exactly and see how much it makes. Alright, so we farmed wheat for 1 minute. This will just give us kind of a baseline of how much a bad money-making method makes. So in 1 minute, we made 3,513 coins. So if you farmed wheat in the hub for 1 hour, you'd make a little over 200,000 coins. Now that's bad, but we can do much, much worse. Alright. The first step to becoming the poorest player in Skyblock is to make sure all of your minion slots are tier 1 cobblestone minions. Don't worry about putting a chest next to them, that's too expensive for us. We don't have to worry about that. We can just let him sit overnight and we'll collect him in the morning, okay? Make sure he has at least, the 1 block of room that he needs to work in order to produce his 64 pieces of cobblestone. Then once you're ready to come back online for another couple minutes of Skyblock, feel free to just collect him and see what he's got for you. The worst money-making method that gives you the least amount of coins that I was able to find is actually just going to the dungeon hub and getting yourself the dungeon orb, because every single time that you join a floor and you're not carrying a dungeon orb, you can actually get another dungeon orb. And if you leave Skyblock and you go back in, you'll be able to get yourself a dungeon orb. Now if you sell this dungeon orb to the NPC, you get an entire 1 coin. Look at that! So every single time that you enter a dungeon while you don't have a dungeon orb on you, you'll make 1 coin profit. Now you can probably easily do one dungeon run where you go into the dungeon, get your dungeon orb, leave, and sell to the NPC every 2 or 3 minutes since, it can be difficult to find a dungeon party. So let's say you can do it every 2 minutes. This will give you a grand total of 30 coins every single hour, which is still quite a bit of coins. Let's see if we can get even lower. Now, the slowest way to make money in all of Skyblock is quote-unquote bazaar flipping seeds. If you instantly buy a seed for 0.5 coins to the auction house, you can run back to the adventurer and sell it for half a coin. This will give you a grand total gain of 0 coins. If you go back to the bazaar, you buy, let's say, just a stack of seeds for 33.3 coins. You can sell it for 32 coins. Now we're starting to lose money, which is even better than gaining money. Let's look at some ways to lose money the fastest. A really good way to lose a ton of money very fast in Skyblock is to do tier 4 Revenant zombie bosses. Every single tier 4 boss costs 50,000 coins to start. And assuming you're not using any magic find, since obviously we're wanting to lose as much money as possible, you would want to slay these bosses as fast as physically possible, since none of the drops are common enough to make back the money that you're spending. Let's see how long it takes me to do 1 tier 4 Revenant boss. Obviously you're going to want your talisman set to attack speed so you can do these bosses the fastest, and use maybe a God Splash, but without the magic find potion, so you can kill this even faster with 400% speed and more damage. Let's see how long this boss took me to do, and then we'll see how much money we'll lose per hour, assuming that we're unlucky and we get no drops from the boss. So here we go. Let's go back to the dude and see how much it took. So here we are back at Maddox. That boss took about 1.5 minutes. You can probably do this in a minute, no problem with God Potions. That was a terrible run for me. So if you spent 50,000 coins every single minute and got nearly nothing in return, since obviously the flesh is worth almost nothing, and what if your inventory's full and you just don't pick it up, You could be losing about 3 million coins every single hour, which is good, but trust me, we can lose way, way more. One of the best ways to lose money in Skyblock is by binning something on the auction house and immediately taking it down. If I were to set the bin price to just a bunch of 9s, or the maximum value, it would cost me the creation fee of 2.764 million coins. Then I could simply just take it off the auction house, and put it back up, so I wouldn't have to worry about the maximum number of auctions that you could have at a time. You could probably do this every 10 seconds, meaning that after an hour, you would lose 1 billion coins. 1 billion coin loss every single hour. That's good, but it's nowhere as near as good as this one. Now let's take a look at one a little bit more extreme. To craft a mystery blaze pet, it costs 64 enchanted blaze rods and a super enchanted egg. From the Bazaar, if we go to blaze rods, it costs 24.5 million coins. If we add the super enchanted egg, it's about 24.8 million coins. Then if we went to the auction house after crafting our blaze pet, and let's say we got an epic one because we're bad, we're going to list it on the auction house for an actual auction, not a bin, for 10 coins, because you probably won't be able to bin them for 10 coins. But, oh no, the servers went down, or something happened, or no one saw your blaze pet, and you sold your blaze pet for 10 coins. This would mean that every single time you sold a blaze pet, you would lose 24.8 million coins. Now it's safe to assume that you could probably sell one blaze pet every 30 seconds, assuming you put it on the auction house, that it had it end in 10 minutes, 10 seconds, something like that, pretty much instantly, so only one person purchased it. You would be able to sell one of these maybe every 30 seconds, and this would be a loss every hour of roughly 3 billion coins every single hour if you were selling epic blaze pets for 10 coins each. Now let's get on to the final method, the method that loses the most amount of money possible. You know those lapis nons that walk around in the hub that say, "Give me free stuff"? Well, let's see the most amount of coins we can possibly give them, and as fast as we possibly can. Skyblock, as you know, when you trade someone, they've removed the trade limit, the maximum amount of coins you can put into a trade. And just how coding works, it's capped at the 32-bit integer limit, or 2.147 billion coins. Now, there is no maximum amount. Let's see if I can open up this trade. Okay, I can't. So you can do this more than one time. You can do this as many times as you possibly want, but each trade can only hold 2.1 billion coins. So let's say you can complete a trade with a lapis non every 10 seconds. If you were able to give them 2.1 billion coins every 10 seconds, you would be losing. You would be able to give away 756 billion coins every single hour. But wait, what if you filled the other 15 trade slots full of the most expensive item in the game? For 552 million coins, you can purchase a legendary level 100 Ender Dragon pet. If we had 15 of those, that would be, after putting 15 Ender Dragons and the 32-bit integer limit worth of coins, you would be able to give each trade every 10 seconds 29 billion coins. Every single hour, you would be able to lose a grand total of 10,540,000,000,008 million coins. That's amazing, and that's a lot of coins to the lapis nons. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, then do leave a like down below. It was fun to make, and consider subscribing for more Skyblock videos just like this one. Usually I post actually helpful guides, but today was a little bit more fun, so definitely do that, and I hope to see you all in the next video. Alright, take care.